Hello, everybody. I was sitting here just thinking about elementary school, which for me seems like 100 years ago. I think dinosaurs had just become extinct. Back then, I had to walk uphill both ways to school in 3 feet of snow and 95 degrees temperature. I got frostbite and heat stroke at the same time and only had one leg, which was actually kind of lucky because I only had one shoe. And also decided to grow a beard to protect my face from the sunshine and the cold. Okay, here's the truth. I went to Jerry Baxter Elementary on Gallatin Road in East Nashville. It was grades 1 through 6, and I spent 7 years there. So you can figure that one out. When I started thinking about it, there are a lot of stories that come back. One that I remember when I was in the 6th grade, myself and a couple other boys were in charge of raising and lowering the flag every day. And one rule we were given is to never leave the flag out in the rain. Well, of course, we're sitting in class one day and it's been raining for a while, and it dawns on us the flag's getting drenched. And so we excuse ourselves from class, we run outside and we start lowering the flag. It's pouring down rain. And I don't remember if it was lightning while we were standing there at the base of this metal pole, but we were boys, so there's a good chance that it was. Well, when we got back inside, of course, we looked like we had just jumped into a swimming pool. We couldn't go back to class like that. So the principal put us in his car to drive us to our homes to get a change of clothes. Now, there are a couple of things about that. One, that could never happen today. The principal putting us in his personal car, the paperwork would take 3 weeks. And then second, my mother was at work, so how would we get into the house? Well, the house wasn't locked. Nobody locked their doors back then. Why would you? Nobody had anything worth stealing, and people just wouldn't think about walking into other people's house. Well, the second story comes from the 2nd grade. I was in school the day that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. The teacher rolled the TV into the classroom and turned it on, and we watched the news coverage for a few minutes. And then the principal, that guy was all over the place, he came in and whispered something in the teacher's ear. And after that, she went over and turned the TV off and rolled it back into the hallway. I guess he was afraid that we were going to get involved in some deep debate about global politics and not get our equations done. Okay, so those are my stories, a couple of them at least. I'm wondering now what you might remember from your days in elementary school. Mabel, what do you remember?
Chubby and
Oh, that's right. Mabel's not been to elementary school, so she and Ophelia are excused, but the rest of you, adults included, next time I see you, I'd like to hear your stories. Meanwhile, peace, love, and don't eat all the banana pudding.